Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species.
Here, his role is supervisor.
We know
My
so
role
little
is
of the laws that
my
dictate
role is described
vampire
as duty guard,
reproduction.
even though I'm actually a supervisor as well. I'm just a night supervisor.
Arkham Knight, dude. Hawkins has been playing that too.
Freaking
Well,
power
people were saying he was very
She's much the same old.
he just wouldn't give a shit about his break and would just take longer and shit.
Incredible. Well, why not?
I want to bring her here. She doesn't want.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires.
Why not Origin though,
operating in the
Cal?
interests of the British Empire.
I'm just happy
Though
about to see him
I've
for
never
all.
met a member.
I
I don't blame you.
crossed paths with one, a terrifying creature going
Well,
by
we
the
work
name
with
of Fergal.
assholes.
He was sent
Yeah.
by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the Skulls of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then
What?
dark times are
It was just
upon us.
disintegrated. Where the hell? What the hell?
Darker than I've ever witnessed.
Why Origin's after Night? Just because you don't like Origin that much?
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know?
Origin really isn't. It's okay.
Jonathan,
Not bad.
our beloved lady is
I kinda
not
like it,
one
though.
for social dalliances, nor the
actually
assemblies
quite liked
of dark
Origins.
orders. She's a woman of
I liked it
superior
more than
taste and selective
Arkham City.
acquaintance.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
I
think
didn't actually
Lady
like
Jonathan,
Arkham City
our
or Arkham
beloved
Asylum
lady
much.
is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark
I don't know.
orders.
I was never really a fan of the skin-tight suit.
A ple-
The Batman.
More-
Don't-
Is that
Yeah, the more combat-oriented suit looked, in my opinion, much better on him.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably why I liked Origins a lot more.
I mean, that's fair enough. I like using the 70s.
Also, I liked there was one time in it where I actually punched the guy right into an ATM.
Hmm.
I couldn't kill him as a result because he got stuck.
Well, one of the most popular clips I have is something that I first got clipped when I first started streaming, and that was me
Good evening,
using the
Dr.
back
Strange.
claw on a guy
evening
up
to
some
you,
stairs,
Dr.
and he got yanked
of
and then
any
just
help?
flew over the top of me. That's one of my most popular clips, that Cal clip when he first started, like when he joined the stream.
That sounds funny, man. That actually sounds really funny.
But I was like, what the fuck? I had no cam, my mic was dog shit and everything. It's like, I've got to look.
Come in there and just
Yeah.
been like,
The
I
fuck?
located the shop, but it was vandalized.
"Hey, check this
and the
out!
owner is missing.
Hey, man,
All
check
I
this
found
out! This
was
is
your
great
owner.
shit."
Apparently.
People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
This is one of those kind of games that they've got the giant, massive pauldrons on their shoulder.
I don't know, this guy's weird. I don't know what to go with him.
Don't
What's he
you think
asking
we
for?
have enough work already?
Why
Perhaps now
do you
is not
want?
the best
Why is
time to
he
be
asking
chasing
for support?
shadows.
Chasing shadows, really?
He wants me,
It's
well,
funny those words coming from the only doctor here who has spent more time outside this hospital than in.
fuck, I don't fuck that up or not. He wants to, maybe I fucked up this hint. What am I trying to say? He wants to like follow in my footsteps and shit.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps
He's just
an
weird.
adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
So he's trying to like do all this experimental shit. Pretty much just idolizes Reed. Tries to be like you, but so far it's not working. So
I'm your biggest fan.
pretty much. Keep
Oh,
fucking
no.
up the dialogue choices, man. I keep thinking what I think is right, but it's just usually I'm pretty good at it, but yes.
The flowers
I idolize
dying.
you so much. I want to be
needs
like you.
water.
Okay, that's enough. Please sit down.
Now, how do I give this flower water?
Honestly, that's kind of how I see Reed's reaction.
What?
Being like, okay, just sit down. Him being like, I'm your biggest fans. Being like,
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, kid.
Please go over there.
No, I don't have common handle parts. Common handle parts here. Nope.
Strickland's project could be
Nice.
dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Aykroyd.
Who's got a hint, miss? Dr. Aykroyd have a hint, miss? Dude, these choices like are so hard because they seem to just have such an impact. Like 1 minute, you just fuck up a hint. And next, hello. Rakesh.
I cannot enter.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Stay there, Mr. Rakesh. Stay there, Rakesh. Perfect.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister.
Hold up, Cal. You never played Origins?
Only
You should.
That's where they got the inspiration for this
people
one.
who need them.
You definitely should, Cal. 100%.
You see,
Good man.
no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
It's always weird how everyone just seems to be a grave robber.
Well, it's the middle of pandemic, man. What do you expect?
It's locked.
The dead have got no use for it. Better make use of it.
Let's report him to Mr. Aykroyd.
The only thing you got to be worried about is, you know, catching whatever they caught.
Do
that
you
killed them.
think Dr.
Exactly.
Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an
can't
idealistic
use
view
it.
about our mission here.
And what harm is there in taking some
Honestly,
stuff?
I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty
I
tricks
in no
or
way, shape, or
regulations to prove him
form
wrong. We are
condone
doctors,
grave
not
robbing in real
politicians.
life. But I'd have to add that just in case.
What was that bit, sorry?
I just went going. I have to, in no shape or form, condone grave robbing in real life. In a game, it's okay.
That's pretty much it, yeah. Now, after that comment, I don't know whether I want to give it to this guy, who might report Thoreau, or give it to Thoreau himself.
Well, what,
Quite a bit of recently.
what's the what's the thing? That he's
So-
grave robbing.
No. So this thing is that Thorough is performing experiments which haven't worked so far on people, but I've improved upon his recipe apparently. I can either give it back to him and say nothing, or I can give it to Mr. Aykroyd. But I just don't think...
Give it to Theron.
Thing is, Thorough so far hasn't had any success in his stuff, and he tries to copy me, so it may not be good. But Aykroyd could just be better. Because he, you know, does proper shit. But this guy's very experimental. It's so hard to tell, man, what I want to give it to. Quite a bit recently. But how do you find it? Like, this is the point where you kind of want to look up a guide, but that just ruins the whole game. So I don't really want to, but I kind of want to at the same time. Because it's like, fuck, what do I pick?
Someone else to look up the guide.
I do feel like Aykroyd would be the best play, but I just don't know what that will do.
Give it to the person who's gonna be most affected. Like, if it improves his technique, then he'll be able to save lives.
Yeah, true.
Rather than constantly keep killing them.
He's proud and arrogant. What about this guy? What does he
Like,
got?
what's the point in, you know, improving a technique and then just basically going, yeah, but I'm not gonna give it to you.
I mean, that's a good point. Like, it could actually help him, and this guy does want to help. But I was afraid of not getting that last hint from Aykroyd, but now that I've got that hint, it doesn't really matter. Oh, the upgrading? What's the upgrading in Origins? I forget what it is. What's so different about it? You make a good point. It could improve and actually help him out. But Aykroyd's just a bit of a dick. But I got his last hint, so it affected that much.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Doctor.
To be honest, I think the other hint for the other guy, if he requires any more.
No, they don't.
Did you know Dr. Aykroyd never reported your experimental research?
What the
Despite the
fudge
fact
was
he
that?
doesn't agree with it.
Really?
An armored
I
elephant?
didn't suspect he knew about
What?
my work. I
thing?
must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending
Oh,
he can
really?
be? My God, he can be so irritating.
Kind of annoying. I didn't realize I forgot about that.
Did you know Dr.
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about
What was that
my
last
work.
bit?
I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize...
See how condescending...
I'm just not sure about this.
I
Okay.
have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it.
When
Have you
in
ever
doubt,
heard of
trust
Sir
the gut.
Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo?
If your gut
No,
says,
I don't think
fuck
so.
it,
Why?
A
You then
placebo is a substance
undo
or
your
procedure
trousers
that
and you
has
stick your
no
dick in it.
actual physical effect.
Rather not.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect,
my advice
can
is not
provoke
always the
a
best,
positive
just so you know.
physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Word of
Something
warning.
like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit
When taking my
surprised, but
advice.
I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Goodbye.
Did something wrong? I mean, maybe? Potential. Well, I don't know why the fuck. Cabinet. Got the offer.
It's locked, all right.
What else can I? What about Goswick? He made a sores and throat. And a flu. Infected with the flu.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Fucked, man.
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Maybe it was better to give it to him because he knows won't necessarily kill anyone. Go back to Mr. Morton. I hate failing hints though. mean, Cal, I don't know if you've done something wrong. I'd have to go back and look at the game myself to remember what to do with it.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
You can always go back
Your
and
medical
play it in your free
report
time.
says you're not affected
Yeah, pretty
by
much.
the Spanish flu.
Rather stream it.
What do you think
More
of
fun.
that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy?
Yeah, I mean when you're
Not in the
done.
slightest. If it was up
Although
to me,
whenever
I would
it's
have
a
left this place long
replayable
ago.
game like that, that's another matter.
I know I don't belong here.
This one,
Right.
Why
this
do you
game here
think you
is
don't
definitely a
belong here?
replayable
I know
game
the staff have more important things to do than look
because
after
every
me.
playthrough is different.
There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
What did he say about that?
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me
My main
happy?
question is, what kind of
Not in the slightest.
kind of
If it was up to me,
experimental
I would have left
like
this place long
surgeries is
ago.
he trying to do?
And why do you
I know the staff.
I have to...
I'm alright.
Like, will cure your headache by cutting off your balls.
Don't waste your
Rather
time
you not
with
do
me.
that. Cure your headache by cutting off your ball. I'd hate for you to be a Dr. Fish.
Hey, the book says it. The book says it. If it's in the book, we've got to do it. Sorry.
Go find this guy who can read Braille. We can now mind control him. Hold on, let's go get the Rakesh guy. Here. Hello, Rakesh.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Please. Of course.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
I mean, makes a good point. One of these two. Go to jail of court, Dr. I mean, technically, yes. Go to jail of court.
Due respect for the dead.
Nah. I just feel like he'll blow it off. Feel like he will.
Yeah,
I
but the
just-
thing is, the other two seem like they're just gonna end up losing the doctor.
Yeah, reprimanding him. Sure. Show respect.
Whereas if you just show respect, like if you just go show respect for the dead, he'll probably stay on.
Nah, I don't give a fuck about him though. Dr. Swansea.
You may be right, but you'll go to jail if you're caught.
If ever I have to go to jail, I'm sure I'll find a way to help people there, too.
Goodbye, man.
See, those bits, like, that didn't really get me anything. I didn't lose anything, though, so what the fuck would a different answer there have gotten me? Those are the bits I'm curious about. That's the man's... Fuck that, let's go up this way.
Yeah, I should have had some dinner earlier. I'm freaking starved.
Why didn't you? Where I am, bro. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get some food.
What are you gonna get? Where are you gonna get it from? I'd love to know why it keeps fucking... Way to go. I haven't moved yet. Should have healed there. Dodge. Oh, the locking on though. Fuck me. Sure. I think this guy won't have moved yet. Unfortunate bit, but I want to check anyway. Burgermeat.
Back.
What'd you get, fish?
6 slices of bread.
6 slices. Anything in it?
No, just plain bread. Well, I've got 5 apples in my drawer, so. Well. Oh, 5 apples.
Why 5 apples?
I
Guys
figured
still
I'll
in bed.
buy some food, and I bought some apples.
Yep, cool. Fucking check up, does he?
You have
Safety.
Pretty much the only reason why I've got a bunch of apples. I just went, let's buy some apples. So I bought some apples.
Strange man. Yeah, I guess they are like a good snack. That's about as far as they go. In terms of food.
You know, I can only use them as weapons.
Use an apple as a weapon.
Well, they're pretty hard, man.
Yeah, they are. I should spend all my XP, shouldn't I? Phew, I kind of need to before I get to this next level
They're
bit.
still level 10.
Yep.
Ray, when are you gonna level yourself up?
Well, I was waiting till I could heal everybody, but I don't think that guy will go to Whitechapel until I actually heal him.
Well, to be honest, with the way the game works, like, you don't really need to level yourself up.
Kind of, because they're like level 20 and shit. Kind of, I guess.
But it seems like everything is more dependent on the weapon rather than the actual level you are.
That's true. You have to run past everything? Well, there's no point fighting half this shit anyway.
Look lively! It's on to us!
Ouch.
Link spotted! Watch out!
Fucking gun guys are the most annoying pieces of shit.
Oh yeah, we leveled up. So I left us with about 4 pieces of bread left in the thing.
In the house, you son of a bitch.
Good evening,
Yep.
sir.
That's it.
It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
Don't call me a son
It
of a bitch.
cannot be
I'm
safe
fine, my mum's a
for a
bitch.
blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is
As
the
much as I
voice
don't
of a
mind being
gentleman.
insulted, I mean, I can
All
let my
right,
mum
Doctor,
be
come on
insulted.
in. Wandering in this part
Well.
of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
I know you don't mean it on purpose.
What'd you say, sorry?
Please don't call me a son of a bitch. It's not because it insults me, it's because it insults my mum.
Ah, fair enough then. Being an oaf. Did I call you one? Other than just a second ago?
It's locked, all right.
You son of a bitch, you said. Also.
Oh, I think I was saying it to this guy.
Fair enough, fair enough. Like, personally, I don't mind, it's just, I don't like my...
Yeah, you like other people being insulted, I get you.
Yeah.
I get
So
you.
what is the name of my nocturnal
This guy
visitor?
blind?
I'm Dr.
Blind, isn't
Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm
Most people with
inquiring
eyes like
about
that
the
tend to be
epidemic.
blind.
Dr. Reed, the eminent surgeon. My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am
No,
flattered.
I can cure your blindness.
I read all
Here's
your
a bullet.
work when I still had my sight.
He's a...
I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
You seem unwell, sir.
Actually, I feel...
Yes, I can.
Thank you, Doctor.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I think I've heard my sister talk about her. I wasn't paying much attention, though.
And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I envy you.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
Do you not appreciate your sister's visits?
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me. And I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Oh.
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say, she earns enough money for us both.
What's so amusing about that?
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel.
Fake.
Goodbye, Mr.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
I'm both.
It's locked.
Don't place feet on us. Advertisement. So bring back fallen rail notes.
You see the world these
Where can I find them? Where would I find said note? Loretta's, please forgive me. Apology letter you'll never read. Lost your sight because of me. Know you'll hate me. Never say so. Bravest gesture towards you to write this letter. I leave it in your laboratory. If you ever find it and ask about it, I'll read it to you. If someone else reads it, well, as I read above, this is my bravest gesture. Sorry for what I did and for the hell you've been thrown into. Sorry you're now a blind man trying to find a meaning in you. If I could change one thing, only one thing in my miserable life, it would be what happened 1 year ago.